What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology, fundamental and technical aspect of trading as we do every Monday to Friday. Today is the last day of trading week, a very volatile day, and as you know that last day is the one that you can take the last thing in your pocket. As soon as you will find that, we'll jump on a trade. Now before I begin this session, make sure you give a big like, smash the like button, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. As you can see, the market is moving exactly according to the plan. Let's see how if we can implement the plan in this live session. As soon as I find trading opportunity, I'll not delay to open, and also I'll let you know how I'm opening. If you want, you can copy that too. So yeah, before I begin, also make sure that you use the live chat if you have any question. If you're completely beginner or new to the channel, I'll suggest you to stick till the end. There is a lot of unique educational content as well as many other things that you will find in this live session will be really help you in your trading to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So begin with gold. As usual, I love starting with gold because you can see that gold analysis and gold price is going exactly in the direction. So we see that this market is extremely bullish now. Starting with the gap opening, the price didn't look back, it's going up, and this is the last day. If I look at the weekly candle, we see that it's at the peak. Okay, so what you could see, what I think that we might see today, gold is hitting this resistance zone, and we might see a break of this 1959 level. Let's see how we can find trading opportunity on this. Now if I look at the monthly, as you can see, this market on the monthly has broken everything to the upside, all the resistance zone, and this candle on the monthly, what I think that it might go to the trend line of the monthly. If I draw this trend line here, okay, it might hit that level there, or you can see that this kind of big movement happened during the Russia and Ukraine war. And I remember posting analysis, and this is what exactly I mentioned, that when this candle failed to create a higher high, gold price to drop from here, and gold did that. Now let's see what's happening now is that it is going in the same zone where when there is a little bit of economic or any kind of fundamental issue comes up, gold always bumps, and this is a bubbling on gold, and so because it's bubbled, it will continue to rise. When the bubble will break, we'll see how it breaks. But for the time being, we see that this market is extremely bullish. As you can see, it formed an inverted head and shoulder in this level, and the price has broken to the upside, and I think that it will continue to rise. Now if we look at the daily, this is a very typical bullish market structure, very simple daily impulse followed by a correction with a daily middleman. Gold has broken to the upside, so this is the daily middleman. We see that this middleman is quite significant, followed by this narrow doji. Okay, so this is the daily middleman followed by a doji. That doji is in fact a continuation pattern, and we saw that afterwards gold started to be bullish. This market is pushing high now, so this is the trend line that he was talking about. Let's extend this trend line here. Okay, we see that this market from the daily perspective, it is following this pattern, and I think that you see that this market now, if you look at the bigger picture perspective, what you see that, let me draw this, then you'll understand actually how the price is doing here. Okay, we see that this market This zone here, you can see double bottom on the daily, which is pretty significant, forming a double bottom on the daily. Now with this double bottom formation on the daily perspective, gold has a bounce to the upside. Now why it is so important is that when gold was going with this daily trend, creating series of higher high and higher low, we saw that this local breakdown is in fact a liquidity grab for further move. So that means that because it grabbed significant amount of liquidity, we could see that gold might break this high. Okay, at least we can expect a break of this 1959, and from there we might see that again coming down for a deeper retracement. But for the time being, we still have a big gap to fill, which is almost around still 150 pip, 200 pip up still remaining. So if I look at lower time frame on the 4 hour, we see that after this liquidity grab here, gold has created this impulse to the upside, and then the price consolidated along this zone, creating a series of higher low, again has broken to the upside. Now this is the last day of trading week. It's crucially important to see that next two candles how it might do. As there is a news coming up, we could see that gold in fact rocking up. So let's see how we can find opportunity on this in the 5-minute chart. What I see that gold on the 5 minutes as well is significantly bullish. So there is a gap opening, you can see in the 15 minutes as well. So let's see how it does. We will be looking at, as soon as we will find opportunity, we'll look for opportunity jumping on a trade. So in the meantime guys, let me know what's your thought on all of them. Daniel, good afternoon coach, how are you today? I'm good, Daniel, thank you very much. Where are you from? I live in Sydney, Australia. Thank you. Shady, good day boss. Gold left without me. That's fine. Gold, if gold left you, gold cannot go anywhere anyway. It's always there. We just need to jump on the price, on the trade, and patience is a key in trading. Keep in mind that patience is the key, because this is the greatest virtue you can attain, not only in trading, in every aspect of our life, being patient. Okay, and that virtue will really give you a big freedom in many things in our life, and especially in trading. Patience is very key, and as a byproduct of patience you gain freedom. Okay, thank you for coming here. Hi coach, I think US30 will have a big drop due to the grab liquidity in 4-hour time frame. Okay, I'll be looking at, no problems. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, thanks for being here. Hello from Greg in Brisbane. Thank you, Brisbane, Greg, for being here. Hi coach, thanks. Take some lessons on gold. Yeah, absolutely. Good afternoon coach and everyone here. Thank you. Good day coach, thank you very much. So let's see what might be happening next. So we looked at gold, which is significantly bullish. Now let me look at some other instrument, and GBP/JPY. We have seen that this market also has a strong drop from this resistance level. Let's look at GU. So all the USD pairs, let me first look at, guys, there will be a candle close in 20 minutes. So let's find out which one is doing what. And we can see that let me see which one is doing the best trading opportunity. See that there is a spike to the upside on GBP AUD. Okay, let's look at euro dollar. Before this session I was just looking at euro dollar. Now euro dollar, guys, as I mentioned, that there is a big breakdown happen on euro dollar from here. What I think that euro dollar started its again downtrend. Okay, now let me tell you why. This is the chart that I was drawing when I started this live session. So let's look at euro dollar, because looks like that it might give us a nice looking long-term opportunity on euro dollar. Looking at first of all monthly. Now from the monthly we see that euro dollar previous months has formed this long bearish candle. Now this monthly candle is quite significant because it in fact has crossed this resistance level on the monthly. Okay, after crossing this, grab the liquidity and then has dropped, okay, with this big long bearish candle. Now with that big bearish candle, right, we saw that this is the drop, right, and this month's almost 2 weeks have gone. We saw that bulls couldn't make still significant movement to the upside. Is a sign that sellers are still in control in this market in euro dollar. Now if you look at the overall picture in the market long-term view, we see that euro dollar, there is a double top, and with the double top euro dollar has formed this long bearish strong movement followed by this correction. Now with that correction the price has broken the local level of resistance. Now this resistance is quite significant. The reason is, if you closely look at in the past, you can see that euro dollar has a support here, support here, support here, turn resistance, and the price has broken that level with this red candle. Now what you see that this month the price is multiple times rejecting from this resistance zone. Okay, that's the sign that we might see euro dollar is breaking to the downside. So from the monthly we can see potential for euro dollar to continue to drop. Looking at the weekly, now this is the weekly candlestick pattern, and I see that euro dollar probably forming a reversal pattern here. Okay, weekly head and shoulder. Now a head and shoulder on the weekly in fact is a sign of bigger movement. Okay, now you see that this is the head, you can see very clearly visible on euro dollar. This is the left shoulder and this is the right shoulder. Okay, so with that head and shoulder formation we see that euro dollar is slowly forming a red bearish candle. Now at the same time, if you closely look at all of this weekly candle, we see there is a resistance here. Also there is a liquidity grab. As you can see that I always talk about liquidity grab. I most of the time I explain. I want to explain again. Let me know in the chat if you still not sure about the liquidity grab. It's very important concept. Not only concept, it's the driving force of the market is the liquidity. And once you know that, it much become easier for you to make your trading decision. I'll show you very soon how successful it is to understand liquidity grab. So looking at daily, now we see the daily, the price has crossed the daily 20 EMA and now rejecting to the downside. Now what I see that euro dollar, there is a quite a few up and down, but at the end of the day we see that this market looks like that we might see some long-term drop on this one. Now you can see this current candle which is closing in 15 minutes, which is a bearish candle. Now if you consider this impulse, okay, on euro dollar, we see that there is an impulse. If you take your Fibonacci, we see that euro dollar exactly retraced 61.8% Fibonacci level, which is the golden ratio of Fibonacci considered, and also this is the same level aligning with this gap opening. Okay, there is a gap opening here, and also this is the resistance here, turning resistance. High probability that euro dollar will continue to drop, and I think that this market might form a head and shoulder. This is 4-hour time frame, something like that, and then will continue to drop. So euro dollar for me, it's a preparation for a change of trend to the downside for longer term perspective. Now if I apply my TF or trend following strategy indicator, I see that there is a sell signal in that zone where we see. And for me, as you have seen my analysis, and this TF indicator also available for all the students who are trading with us, and we see that a clear sell signal according to our trend following strategy, and I think that this market will continue to drop in this direction. So let's see how it does, and I'll keep you updated. Let's see, we'll look at how it does, and then we'll jump back to it again, guys. Guys, in the meantime, can you give a big like, smash the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. When you like and subscribe, more people can see, and more people can see you also, your comments and everything. That's really helpful for the channel, and also it helps me to create more content. Thank you for your support to the channel. I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so that everyone have time to do that. Amazing, thank you very much. So let's jump on to the chat. Hello from Chicago, thank you for joining. Tejas, Monday CPI of Canadian dollar, will it affect? Absolutely. Most news affects, so CPI for Canadian dollar will mostly affect CAD and oil. What is your insight on GBP CAD? I'll look at it. Dollar yen looks like strongly bearish. Too bad we can't share. Okay. All right, Daniel, will be opening an opportunity to share charts. No problem. Thanks for mentioning that. Hello, sir. You are awesome, coach. Your session are very useful too. Thanks for that. You're also awesome. I try to give my best value possible because it's not that I want to be awesome. Everyone want to be awesome. Thank you very much for mentioning that. My goal is to help as many traders as possible, because in the beginning when I started trading, I really struggled a lot. I didn't get any support, and it really creates a passion, and I realized that actually trading is where most help needed. And when I learned through struggle, I realized that there is something that I can share with you guys, and that's why this academy created. There is a lot of things that I need to consider. Being a CEO and maintaining everything is so hard, but still you saw that I do twice live session and trading every moment, in London session, in New York session, in all the sessions, because I want to give the maximum to the world. And also this is why people love Forex Trading Wizard Academy so much. You can see our current situation. You can see all the things displayed here. So this is our current week's performance. We had net gain so far 486 pip net gain, which is around 8% this single week alone. And we had 4 gold trades, 1 break even, that one you started doing the live, 3 other winner, and these are the situations. So we had only 1 full losing trade this week. All of the trades are winner, okay, all of them. So this is why, because that's why I told you that Forex Trading Wizard Academy is unique. Not only this, we have a VIP chat group, we do have trading tools, TF strategy indicator, risk management tool. There are many other there are many other tools coming, and there are many other things, constant support. That's why I tell you, if you want to be on it. There's an opportunity link in the description. You can join us to be part of this great trading community. Once you are our lifetime member, you will be here forever. As long as you are not quitting by yourself, my dedication is to help you to become an independent, professional, profitable trader and have that everything. Keep in mind that if you want to be a doctor, then you need to go to the medical. If you want to be a doctor, go to a soccer player, then probably you might miss that of being. So who cannot make you who he is not, what you need to become. So if you want to be a trader, you need to come to a real trader. Okay, and you have seen my track record in live as well as in everywhere. So that's why I mentioned that, guys, everything is here. So just you need to take a step forward, and I'm sure that you're gonna do that. You have that talent, the rest you need as support. So let's jump on to the some USD pairs. What's happening? Oh, you see that euro dollar is creating a bearish movement. Now if I look at daily on GBP USD, looks like that euro dollar is very weak than GBP USD, and gold is very strongly bullish. Okay, let me see what you guys are up to then. So far, amazing. Yep, always you need to look forward to have, always propel to the upside. Very good. And so, okay, good afternoon, Coach Gbpusd. Absolutely, look at it. Liquidity is the fuel of the market, but I still don't understand it completely. Rahim, I will explain again. Awesome. How are you? Read the chart. Yep, we discuss it. Hello, Coach from Paris, France. Thank you, Perere, from joining from Paris. You are welcome to Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Dollar Yen. Hi, Coach. Kindly share your thought on AUD CAD. Absolutely. How do I apply it? We had a trade previously, but during the news, no. How do I apply TF indicator on TradingView platform? So okay, so TF indicator to apply, you just need to turn it on, but it's invite only indicator. That's why. Let me explain how you can use that. So if you look at this 1 hour chart on gold, so it works in all time frame, but we recommend a bit in higher time frame. So if I look at this 1 hour chart, you can see all those we took a trade here in this YouTube live, even with this buy alert. So in fact, so it's an invite only indicator. When you are, if you are our lifetime member, go to the student dashboard, all the information is there. So once you access that, you just go to the invite only section, click, and it will come on the chart. You just turn it on, turn off, and it will give you everything, no nothing else. So yeah, that's how you can use it. Yeah, I use TradingView for chart analysis, also sometime MetaTrader 4, but I love doing in TradingView. Thanks for your commitment. No problem, Sanan. Thank you. Good luck to everyone, his journey. Amazing. Hello, sir. How are you? Can you share your highest profit from trading till now? Yeah, there is a lot of trade that I did that, it's a long career. There's a lot of things happen on the way. There's a lot of things that, setback as well as profit. There's a lot of this is trading, there is a setback as well. There's a lot of, on the way there was failure also, but learn from it. Okay, I learned from it, and that helps me to really grow as a trader. It's not a bit easy job, but that's why, because doing by my own was really hard. And then I, when I started to learn, then I realized that actually how much I didn't know. This is the first mistake that I did when I started, accumulating a big account and then thinking that I know everything. Okay, let's begin. And if you are a complete beginner, then I'll tell you guys that in the beginning, do not trade in a bigger account. Okay, trade in a smaller account, because one winning trade might give you a boost of confidence, which is very normal to happen. And then, with that boost of, it's good that confident, but trading is like, it might make you very, confused. Let's say back-to-back 2 trades you have won, and you started to feel like that, okay, probably I can leave the job tomorrow. I can buy the luxurious car that I'm dreaming for. And once you back-to-back 2 losing trade, and you start to lose all the hopes. So this is a very what I can say, very confusing things. And the only way you can be on it all the time in the profit side all the time, being a wealthy trader, is when you detach yourself from trading. Detaching, sometimes you see that this word talks, guys. It's also important part of trading. Keep in mind, trading is not all about understanding a strategy and pressing the button, and because you need to understand the proper trading psychology. The identity of a trader is being detached from your trading. How do you detach yourself from trading? These things comes to in mind when you think about detachment. Probably you've heard that word many times. Detaching is not that you don't look at the trade, or you don't see the trade, or you don't trade. Detaching means you detach your emotion from trading. In fact, this is the true example of detachment, is in fact the detachment from emotion. In spirituality, they said that attachment is the root cause of all sufferings for human. The attachment means the conduit of energy, because anything will be attached to it. Attached mean, like, it's not that you don't care. What I'm saying, that when you are, let's say, something that you are fully dependent on, then that things will drag your some of the energy feel. So how you operate is, let's say this is our body. I'm just going to the fundamental. It will really help you, trust me. Let's say this is our body, and if you go to the quantum level, let's say you go to the fundamental level, energetic level, the quantum level, then it's all our energy. It's an energy structure. Everything is energy. So then what happens is that we operate with emotion. Anything we see outside ourselves is associated with some kind of emotion. Okay, let's say if you look at your loved one, your children, or your partner, or anyone who love, you feel very good, is because it's some kind of happiness, some kind of energetic emotion is being generated. So anything sad happen in the same way. So what happen is that, let's say if you attach with trading, like if you cannot detach your emotion from trading, then no matter how much money you might make from trading, you still be, you will not be able to take the right decision. It's very paradoxical. Why? Because let's say you have $1,000 trading account. Okay, now you made today $500. Now your account balance goes to $1,500. Tomorrow you might go back to $1,200 or $1,300. Okay, so what's happening is that if you become too much happy with $500, that means that you are depending on that $500. So this $500 generate an excessive happiness inside you. Then equally, when tomorrow you lose $200, it come back to $1,300, you will feel equal amount of sadness or more for that lose of $200, but in fact you are still in profit. You started with $1,000, still you're in $1,300. So then how it does this, when you are not detached from your trading, the excitement is causing you to be happy, and then a little bit of lose is causing you sadness, because we create an identity around what we have, and then we start to make the bad decision. This is where the biggest struggle comes as a trader, because when you are not detached from trading, it generates any kind of emotional trigger. When the trade goes up and down, you tend to make some decision that is not there, and that cause this losing money. Okay, even if you have a strategy, everything, this is where the biggest thing that one must need to master their emotion. And because of that, even having a strategy, knowing everything, we unconsciously sometimes lose money in trading. So how can you do that? You might say, okay, I understand it. How can I detach myself from trading? Is by giving yourself some time and experience, because our midbrain is the responsible for all the emotional response. This middle brain, this amygdala, is the reptilian brain, generates all the emotions, and it varies from person to person. Some people are very susceptible, some people are a bit stronger, resilient. Yeah, so try to detach yourself by putting less importance, and at the same time be very cautious. I'm sure that you will do that. Stay with the channel. I'll explain more on this, and you'll understand actually how these things work. Good afternoon, which is the right time to buy gold? We see that gold is aggressively bullish. Right, we see that this market is very aggressively bullish. I was looking for an entry. Let me look at it. Now at this moment, I'm not gonna buy. I'll just need to see some little bit of retracement, because to buy we need some kind of pullback on the lower time frame. Okay, let's see how it does. We might find an opportunity during this live session. Good evening, sir. Thank you. Is it the right time to? Okay. No, I don't recommend to sell gold. Okay, it's a strongly bull market. See, this is what, guys, you first need to master trading with the trend. You know that all those trade that we took, almost all the trade that I took with the trend, and that's the key points. That's the biggest secret you can achieve as a trader, is to trade with the trend. Okay, now to trade with the trend, you need to understand which way the market is heading, and there is a reason behind trying to trade against the trend. As I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, that it's our brain. You need to master that things before you become a profitable trader. Why we love to trade with against the trend? I also did it when I began trading, is because we fear unknown. Okay, as a matter of fact, we fear unknown. Our brain fears unknown. Let's say here the price is here, right? Now this is a clearly defined bull market, creating series of higher high, okay, higher low. It's a bullish market. Then why do we tend to think to sell from here? Because it looks like that if I go long, there is nothing here. Okay, there's nothing here. It's a little bit of scary because we fear unknown. But why do we feel like selling? Is because there is a candle here, and it's also kind of intuition work inside us. For example, if I put a ball here, how do we feel like that this ball might fall down? Okay, this is one way. And there is another things work in our mind, because I spent days, months of time in front of the chart, and actually I know that how these things work. Another thing is work is we feel like that, okay, this market has gone well above, okay, it may not go anymore, now it's time to drop. Okay, that's the mind thinking that way, that okay, already has gone enough, now it should come down. That's how we talk. We had a self-talk also very important. So you need to rewire that part of self-talk, that okay, buy from higher high, sell from lower low. Okay, you can use as an affirmation. If you're serious about trading, then you can use it as an affirmation. Always say to yourself, buy from higher high, sell from the lower low. Okay, or press sell from the pullback, and then you can make the right decision when you are trading. Okay, so you see this Euro AUD yesterday, just after the live session, when the candle closed, this is the trade that we have just closed on Euro AUD. 2.2 times profit on this one here as well. Why? Because this is where I was talking about the strong drop. You need to understand the trend. Strong drop, correction, sell. Now about the liquidity, let me explain. This trade is based on liquidity, and it gave us 2.2% gain, which is around, so this trade that we have closed on Euro AUD, which is around 96 pip gain on this one, 2.2 times profit. I will explain how I decided. I think the Euro AUD will drop further. Okay, now let me explain what's the reason behind this trade, so that you can learn from it. Okay, this is where the liquidity comes, and this is the strategy used by most professional traders, big boys, hedge funds, banks. So keep eye on it. Let me replay the chart. Now when I was finishing this live session during the New York session yesterday, exactly in the same time, this candle was forming, right? I couldn't trade because when I was closing the session, the candle was here and the price has gone up. Okay, once I was watching the chart. Now what propelled me to take this trade, so that you can find the next time, guys? Look at the candlestick pattern in this zone. Okay, one by one, what do you see? That first of all, number one that I look at is the trend. Which way the trend is? This is downtrend. Now you saw there is a head and shoulder. This is 4-hour time frame, strong breakdown. Okay, and with that breakdown, the price now consolidating. So an impulse, correction, expect another impulse. So you saw the trend is down. What is the next thing that I looked at in this market is individual candle. Okay, as I mentioned that, guys, Forex Trading Wizard Academy is only the academy you'll see this kind of analysis and education. So make sure you give a big like at the same time. So if you look at the individual candlestick pattern, what you see, that look at this green candle here. What do you see? It crossed this entire section and close back below. Now I will tell you why so important to look in the next one. Look at this, the same thing. It crossed the previous one's high and then close back below. Now look at this one. This is the entry candle. Now, what is the reason behind the entry? Multiple liquidity grab. Now let me tell you why liquidity grab is so important. Once you understand it, you are done. From tomorrow you can make money from the profit from the market, as long as you follow proper instruction and proper trading strategy. But at the same time, keep in mind that no one can guarantee you that you will make profit from the market, as long as you follow your own strategy and learn it properly. But what I'm trying to tell you is from the motivational perspective, but don't take it as an advice that I can guarantee that you can make money. We are making money, that's why I'm telling you. So with that movement, now why these two candles are so important is because of the liquidity coming from that zone. Now two candles in fact given a strong momentum in this market. Now what is liquidity? Now why it is so important that I always talk about, and I'll keep talking about for the rest of my life, because this liquidity is my fuel for trading. So liquidity is the volume, is the orders coming in the market. You see this, let me replay that one also, then you'll understand. When this candle has formed back to back, okay, two red candles, I was also thinking to sell this market, okay, because a big drop followed by this correction, the market is dropping, means that it's a sell signal. So let's say I sold here, okay, millions of traders sold here, and then stop loss just above this high, because we need a good risk to reward. Maybe someone put 3 times profit target on it, right? Now what happened next? Just the next candle went above, hit the stop loss. This is called the liquidity grab. You need to create a little bit of imagination to understand it. What is a liquidity grab? Is the movement of price is always happen because of the transaction happening on the other side of the market between a buyers and sellers. When the price goes up, that means that buyers bigger than the seller. When the price goes down, that means the sellers are bigger than the buyers. Now when this price has gone up, there was millions of stop loss in that zone. Let's say, assume that you open a position, let's forget all of them, consider one by one. You in the market, and on the other side, let's say big boy, okay, you are here, big boy. Now you sold this market, stop loss here. Now once you sold, because you are smart and you know that this market will drop, and big boys also want to sell because they are also smart. Now if everyone is selling this market, then who will be buying? Because to move the market, to sell, to drop this market, there has to be buyers in the market. Try to understand what I'm telling. It will change your whole entire concept about trading. To happen a transaction or to move the market, when the market drops, that means the sellers selling this market. Now it cannot, the selling cannot happen unless there is a buyer on the other side. You saw that? So it's a virtual market, that's why you don't understand. But when the price is dropping, that means that selling, when there is a selling, there has to be buyers on the other side. Now if everyone is selling, then who is the buyer? You are the buyer. Try to understand. You are selling, but at the same time you are a buyer. Why? Because when you sell, your stop loss is a buy order. Try to understand. When you sell, your stop loss is a buy order. Now let's say you said that, okay, this market is dropping, I'm gonna sell from here, my stop loss here, and when the price will drop, I'll make profit 3 times. Now big boys say the same thing. I'm gonna sell from here, I'll make profit from here. Now everyone is seller. Then when big boys come to the market, say that they told the brokerage, okay, place 200 lot sell order, and there is no buyer because you are also selling. Then what they do, they move that price, not by hand, by investing something. Let's say they calculate, because they have bigger investor, it's called the manipulation. Okay, I will explain what is manipulation. Now manipulation means, let's say they calculated that if they move this price to be in this zone, they can make, let's say, 100 million as an example, 100 million. Okay, now they calculated that there is a lot of stop loss here who are buyer, and they realize that, okay, if I move that, if I invest $10 million here just to like buy, because if they buy 10 million, the price will go up, because to go up they need a buyer. So when you are selling, they are buying you. Okay, and once they are buying, they put $10 million and the price has gone up. And once the price has gone up, because your stop loss is a buy order, once your stop loss hit, they sell this market from there, because you buyer, so they sell. And from that zone, this big move happens. Okay, now why do you need to know that? So that you can eliminate or dramatically reduce your stop loss hunting, and you become in the club of the big boys, so that you can make money like they are making money from the market. And you, to do that, this is only the way you can do that, because you have to be smarter than the smartest. Okay, and sometimes this word manipulation causes a negative connotation, I know that, but it is needed. Okay, it's not that it's bad that there is manipulation, because in fact there is, without manipulation the market will not move. Okay, let's say there is no manipulation, then what will happen? You will see market like this forming dot. Market is not moving anywhere. So when the market is not moving anywhere, then in fact there is no movement in the market. So there is nothing wrong with it. It's the part of the strategy, part of the game. The only way you can take is the advantage using that. And keep in mind, as I mentioned that before also, you can't experience a day without a night. Okay, so you can't experience, you can't trade the market without manipulation. Okay, and there is nothing bad. In fact, it's the way it is. Okay, so the best way is to wait for the manipulation, and this is what I do all the time, and that's why you saw that I was waiting, and I know that this is the right time to enter this trade. Okay, and exactly where I have entered the trade, took profit with just in a couple of hours. And the same trade alert sent to the students as well who are trading with us, because any trade I take, I share with all the students so that they can learn and grow as a trader, because this is the goal of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, to create a good identity of a trader, to create best trader possible. So this is the trade that I just discussed, was sent to the students. We sold at 1.5969. Okay, yeah, so with that we saw then just the next hour it start to drop. Now I think this market will continue to drop. As you can see, it's still bearish. Okay, So if you want to be part of that, that's why I tell you that, guys, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us in our academy, also you can find a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to become an independent professional profitable trader, to learn more about it, to accelerate your trading education, and so that you can live the life of freedom that you deserve. Okay, so let's jump on to gold again. We see that there is a significant movement in the market on gold, and this is weekend. The price is at the resistance level, so that I also consider the timing. Timing is very important when you are trading. Timing means like the what time of the day and week it is, to see when the market will be concentrating. So we see that the price is approaching this resistance level quite significantly bullish. Yeah, gold is very strongly bullish, and we'll look at how we can do that. See, so you see the candle close. CHFJPY has formed a very strong bearish price action, but I see that CHFJPY prepared for a big move to the downside. AUD USD also showing significant. I'll just look at all the pairs, guys, to see in fact is anyone is giving any lucrative trading opportunity. Okay, so Euro GBP, you can see that there is a strong bearish engulfer. This market also, from the weekly, we have seen a strong breakdown. Monthly also bearish. So Euro GBP, we might see further drop. Euro JPY also, we have seen that from this resistance zone it has a drop. Euro AUD, Euro NZD, all of them looks like that strongly bearish. CAD JPY has a strong rejection. We can see so all those JPY pairs, so JPY is getting stronger, and we see this, all those JPY pairs are showing significant rejection. So euro dollar, as I mentioned, that looks like that it is likely to continue to drop. Here it's bearish. It might form a head and shoulder here, and I think that it will change its trend. GJ, as you can see now, it has dropped. Now it's going up for a deeper retracement. Now from the daily, this market also highly bearish. This is what I exactly expected. So one of you asked for GBP CAD, which is bullish market. GBP CAD from the higher time frame as well as from the lower time frame, GBP CAD is significantly bullish. Okay, dollar yen. Okay guys, so in all of them I see the dollar yen very strongly bearish. Now the way it has formed, what I think that you can see this structure here on dollar yen. Okay, so dollar yen from the Yeah, so dollar yen, what I think that if you look at the weekly, this market, okay, there is a weekly middleman previous week, this week also strongly bearish. What I think the dollar yen will have further probability to drop even in the upcoming week. Okay, monthly, this market highly likely that I think the dollar yen will drop to this monthly level of support, where there is a monthly 20 EMA, which is also a dynamic support zone here. So dollar yen is highly likely next week also will drop, and today also we could see further drop. And from this daily perspective, we can see the dollar yen has a bearish candle, doji, another bearish candle. Okay, so from the lower time frame, we have seen that dollar yen yesterday has formed this break to the upside, and then grab liquidity from here, from this 20 EMA, has broken down again. So now this price highly likely might go up again to consolidate along this zone, and from here we could see that dollar yen is coming back down. So dollar yen is bearish. So yen looks bullish with all the instrument that we see in the market, including Aussie yen, GBP JPY, CAD JPY, is all of them. Yen is getting very stronger because of, as I mentioned, because of the economic things happening. And if I look at all the yen pairs, Euro JPY, CHF JPY also, this is a very strong breakdown with this bearish engulfer. If I look at the daily, we can see that what I see, this market might changing its trend. Bigger picture, monthly, CHF JPY rejected from the top, means that this one also you could see drop. Weekly, so far a long bearish engulfer, and daily we can see this market is rejecting. So from the lower time frame, what I think the CHF JPY is going to do, the price might come to this neckline of this double top here, and then the price broken down, highly likely the price will test this support as a resistance, and then we could see that this market again melting to the downside on CHF JPY. Can you sell gold now? From what level? I don't recommend to sell gold because it's a strongly bull market. I don't recommend to trade against the trend, even the price is dropping, because trading with the trend is always the best thing one can do as a trader. Yeah, thank you, Kakulan. Awesome. Sheila, hi coach, I feel like all trades I take always go against me at a split of second. Maybe I should use your advice and detach from the trades. I understand what you feel exactly. I feel the same way. Okay, I this has happened to me also. Whenever I used to take a trade and feels like it's going against me, there is a reason. I did that many times. In fact, all the trades is not going against you. What happened is that, see, we pay attention to something, that is where the emotion coming in. There is a lot of things happening at the same time, but where we pay attention when there is emotion associated with it. So when you open a trade, you see that in majority of the time when the trade goes wrong, you keep the trade running. Okay, I'm repeating again. So in most of the time, you see, once you open a trade, let's say as soon as you open, it started to move the other direction, and you keep that trade running, okay, and running and running, and in long time you look at that trade in minus, and then as soon as it goes to the profit, you see that you close that trade. Or even any trade going in profit, okay, in a very short term you close it. So your trading experience, if you look at your account, you will see that your trading experience, you see that 80% of the time you look at the account, you see that the trade is in minus, and 20% of the time you see that the trade is in profit. You know why? This is why, because when a trade goes wrong, we don't close it, we move the stop loss, we keep running it thinking that it will come back down. And one trade maybe, you know, is going back and forth maybe for 8 hours or 16 hours time you spend behind it, and next trade you open, maybe in just a 5 minutes time it is spiked to the upside, has gone in profit because you already lost one trade, you close it maybe less than 5 minutes or an hour. So in comparison with timing, you feel like that all the trades that you are taking against you, but if you create a chart of all the trade that you are trading, and you'll see that in fact many trades that you take a very good trade. And because of that I mentioned you guys that you need to develop patience is the greatest virtue as a trader, okay, and you need to say to yourself that I'm patient, you know, I can do it. Just give yourself some time. I know that in the beginning it's hard, it's okay, just don't take a big risk, keep trading. Secret of everything is not quitting, okay, and then couple of things you can do is spend, if you spend too much time in front of the chart, you will convince yourself to take a trade that is not there. So yeah, I would say that you can spend it, like staying in discipline, in a specific timing trading. There's no trade, go out of the chart, look for another one next time. Always keep in mind the market will always open, so there is always trade there. Okay, let me look at now. We see that some instruments such as $CAD is pushing high. If I look at the weekly, monthly and daily, okay, so USD CAD, we saw that from this support zone is bouncing now. So what I think that $CAD is going to do, you can see that this is a support zone here, okay, so from this support, this is a resistance here, which is support here, support here, support here, support here. So it's a long-term support and resistance, and what you could see, this market might form an inverted head and shoulder along this zone and then could continue to go up. Yes, if you look at monthly, which is a bullish from the weekly, the price just been tested this previous resistance, turn support here, created a long week candle. We might see that next week $CAD maybe will come down for a little bit of liquidity grab, and then we might see that this market is pushing high. We see that DXY is getting stronger, and this is what DXY we see from the short term. Because of the uncertainty, we saw that yen is getting strongest, dollar also getting stronger. So you see that yen, you can see there is a breakdown, the price is below this level of support. Even tonight we could see yen has a substantial drop in this market. Okay, so yeah, yen looks very strong, and dollar yen also might be dropping. Just looking at all of them. Gbpjpy also has broken down. Okay, all of them highly likely that they will trend to the downside. Okay, if you look at Gbpjpy, you can see that. So you need to find out the impulse. Now this is the impulse on Gbpjpy, big impulse, correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase. So if I draw this here, impulse, correction, it might create another impulse. Okay, so GJ also bearish. Now if I look at weekly, we see that this is the weekly candle, which is a middleman. Okay, what you could see in the upcoming week, that GJ probably even open with a gap and initially is coming down. So if I look at the further lower time frame, we see that Gbpjpy, it highly likely this price will go ahead and test this neckline of this previous resistance as support, and from that zone we could see that GJ is coming down, or even without testing this level we could see Gbpjpy is dropping and trending to the downside. From the daily, you can see this price respected this support on the daily. We see the support here, turning resistance, and then the price is coming back down. Yeah, so this zone is a sell area for GBP. JPY. Okay guys, smash the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done yet. It will really help the channel and also help you. It will help me to stay motivated to create more content. There are some educational content coming up this weekend, guys, so make sure you press that bell button so that you don't miss out anything. At to which level gold will rise? 2070 is possible. I think that gold will move. If I look at the monthly, what I think that at the end of the day we might see gold is, even reaching this resistance zone on the monthly highest. It might form a higher low and then could see that it's coming down again. So for me, yeah, 2070 possible, I think. Yeah. Okay guys, free Telegram channel, link in the chat. Join the free Telegram channel. As you know that any live trade that we open here is and any update, all the educational content is given on the free Telegram channel all the time. So it will really, so I'm gonna post the free Telegram channel link in the chat so that you can guys join it. And also there is a link in the description of the free Telegram, so you can join that to stay up to date. GBPUSD, yeah, so I'm confused now. It's yeah, so GBPJPY is bearish. Gold is strongly bullish so far. No, you know that everyone, as I mentioned, that everyone is now thinking to sell gold. We saw there is a, this is weekend, we could see some short-term retracement, but you know, this candle, you can see it is also a bullish candle. I'll not you know, I'll not recommend to you know, sell gold. It's a very strongly bull market. You see, seeing a red candle at the top does not mean that it's a reversal, because a reversal happen, it takes time. A trend is not built in one day, and a trend will not be reversing one day. To reverse a trend, see, this is the education as a trader. One must know when to, you know, consider a trend is reversed. Let me show you. Let's say when you see the market is trending, okay, creating series of higher high and higher low. Now suddenly you saw that a red candle like that, a pin bar. It is not a reversal, okay? Anytime you see, in fact, in more often you will see after this pin bar or doji, the price again has gone up, okay? It's just a pullback. Then when is the reversal? Reversal happen, it needs confirmation for reversal. For example, when you see a market is trending series of higher high and higher low, it's an uptrend. And when it is in an uptrend, trend reverse with some specific criteria. I'll show you example. First, let me tell you a couple of ways trend reverse. Firstly, one way is with a big move up and then strong move down and then slow retracement and then drop. This is how one way trend change. Another way change of trend is because the price was creating series of higher high and higher low, it tries to create a series of higher high and failed to do that. Instead it break down and then it tries to create another higher high, but it failed to break this high. Either it creates a double top and then drop, okay? So it fails to create or continue its trend. Double top. Now this double top alone is not enough to sell. Once you saw double top, you need to wait for the price to break down, go up again, test the neckline of this previous resistance, the support as a support. Now in many cases also you will see that this level is not tested. In that case, if you see from that double top very strong breakdown like that and a slow retracement like this, wait for a couple of false breakout to the upside and then sell, okay? That's the change of trend. And Euro AUD trade that just we have shown you exactly this one has a breakdown, couple of false breakout and then trend. You see that Euro AUD. Let me show you. Now you can see that on the 4 hour, this is why we sold Euro AUD. You can see a bit, you know, the price was moving in an uptrend, okay? Clearly defined uptrend, series of higher high, higher low, okay? And then consolidation, head and shoulder, breakdown. Now, you know, many trader might be impatient here with this head and shoulder, and then the price will just go hit your stop loss. So after breakdown, the price now consolidating, grabbing liquidity, okay, and then we sold the market, okay? So in the similar way, when you see, you know, trend down, exactly in the same way, you need to wait for the price to do like that. To take a reversal trade, you need a market to trend again to the upside, and to trend again to the upside, you need the price to test the neckline of this previous resistance as a support, confirming a change of trend, and then we can buy. Now, as I mentioned, that JC Livermore, he's a legendary trader. his book also it's clearly written that he said that buy the market which is fully bullish, sell the market which is fully bearish. And you know that when the market is bullish, so that's what I was telling you guys, that you need to program your mind, write it down on a piece of paper, that buy from higher high, sell from lower low, and then slowly you will be able to practice that trading with the trend, so that you can find the best trading opportunity. And all my trade that I take with trend, and that's why my strategy, the best strategy that we use in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, our strategy is TF and trend following strategy. And as you can see that all those sell signal that you see exactly where you need to be, you see that this sell signal, and from there in fact this big drop happened and the price has gone up. Again there is a sell signal and happen again, there is a sell at the top exactly where it needs to be, is because trend following strategy that we have has a specific rules and criteria that we available to learn from our website in a clear instruction format. And now you don't have to remember everything, you just go through the strategy and then use this TF indicator to give you all the trades that you need according to the rules of our strategies. It's a great tool. If you want to access that tool, there is a link in the description. You can visit the website, join us to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. And also there is a link at the top of this chat. You can visit the website to see how you can join. Thank you. So let's look at now. Good evening, coach. Can you expect gold challenging? I think so. Gold looks like that very strongly bullish, and I think gold will just continue to rise the way it is. You can see now this is weekend. We might see some short-term retracement, but what I think that gold will just continue to rise in this direction. Okay, let me look at US30. Today we want to look at it. Okay, so for me US30, if I look at a weekly perspective in this market, now this is the weekly chart on US30. Monthly, weekly, daily. What I see that on US30, because the fundamental is playing a role here. Okay, you can see that because of the Silicon Valley Bank collapse and many other, how many bank collapse can you let me know in the chat so far? I have also forgotten many of them. Do you have a up-to-date data? Let me know in the chat. So because of them, the market now sometimes defying some technical analysis. Now US30, you can see that on the 4-hour perspective, we see that there is a double bottom here. The price has broken to the upside, and now we see that there is some bearish move happening. So if there is a little bit of global economic crisis or any kind of recession coming up, the first thing happen is the stock market crash, and with that fear there is a probability for US30 to continue to drop. Okay, it's still not fully there, but from the technical perspective, US30 on a crucially important level of support, and the price should be bullish from here from technical perspective. Okay, it's a very important level of support and we should see some bullish move, but from the fundamental we see that there is a very high probability that US30 might be, you know, dropping, as I mentioned, that there is a, I think some of you already said that three bank, yeah, I have heard that too. So that bank crash, not crash, collapse, so it's the same word, but is causing some kind of distress in the, you know, order blocks in the big boys mind, and they started to close positions, you know. See, yesterday also I talk about that it couldn't continue. This is a very important, you see that, let me continue that I really forgot it because it's a very important concept. When you see a lot of long wick candles, let's say a lot of long wick candles, red candles like this, okay, and when this market started to reverse, you'll see that it goes aggressively. And you know why? We know that when we sell, the market drops. When we buy, the market goes up. Do you know that without buying, the market can go up aggressively? Can you let me know in the chat how many of you really have, like, I want to know from you that how can this happen that without buying, the market can continue to rise? Let's say a market sell, you know, it will really give you a clear idea actually what might happen in this bank collapse and why this price is dropping. You will understand it. Let's say red candle, okay, quite a few red candles, and there is one here, and there is one here like that. Okay, so quite a few candles. Suddenly you see the market started to reverse and it goes aggressively to the top, even break this high, you know, smash everything. So what, you know, what could be the reason? Like, this is what I want to know. Like, let's say the market, the sellers selling this market, the price is dropping, and without buyers buying, this market just going up. We know that the market will go up only if the buyers are buying. Sachin, how to add the indicator in your trading view? Okay, Sachin, if you are our lifetime member, then you should find the instruction in your student dashboard. Log into the website, you will find everything in your student dashboard. If you are not our lifetime member, then I will recommend you to join now. There is a discount going on. You can join us to our lifetime mentorship program plan. Link in the description. Visit the website and join us. Selling is decreasing, so nearly there. So selling is decreasing. So selling is decreasing. The price should slow down, but how does it happen that, let's say, when selling is increasing, the price is dropping? Selling is decreasing, that means that the price still should drop, but maybe slow. But how does that? Without buying, the price will go up, and sometimes you'll see that it's a very aggressive move happens. It's not that there is no buying happening, there is always transaction happens. What I'm saying that, let's say in an imaginary situation, without any buying, the market can go up aggressively. and there's a component in it. Yeah, okay, if you sell, the market will drop. What I'm saying, that let's say you stop selling but you're not buying, the market will go up. Okay, so let me debunk that things now. The reason the market, in most cases, you see an aggressively selling market when the market reverse, the price continue to rise up, is because even in a falling market or in a buying market, same situation is that the market not only will go up when the buyers buying, but also closing the sell position will bring the market to the upside. And by understanding this, you will know that exactly why sometimes the price moves when it reverses, it goes very aggressively, is because in that situation there are two things happen. Firstly, let's say a market is dropping to seller is selling. Okay, now when the market started to reverse, many people, many traders sold this market. When they saw that the market is reversing, they started to close their sell positions. When a seller close their sell position, it becomes a buy order. Try to understand. So this is what liquidity understanding is. Again, I'm repeating, if you close a sell position, okay, it in fact a buy order in the market. And when they close their position, because when the price is going up, we all do like this. Let's say you sold here, you're holding the position, getting profit, and as soon as you saw market is reversing, you close your position. You say, okay, I'm gonna close this position, I want to secure my profit. And once you close your sell position, in fact it's a buy order in the market. And at the same time, new buyers also buying the market. So that's why when it reverses, sometimes you'll see that the market goes in a very aggressive way. See that? So this is what happening. That's what I'm training, that during this kind of economic recession or in this situation, in most cases, big boys close their position. They run position for a very long time. We retail trader, we buy and sell instantly. They don't do that. They're doing a block. For example, they say this is an order block. Okay, they bought from here. They cannot buy all at the same time. Okay, this is a big volume, so they cannot do it at the same time. So what they do, let's say they need to, as an example, 200 million. So let's say they bought 100, the price has gone up, took profit, again they place another 50 million, has gone up, pull back, took profit, again another 50 million, like that. So they do it. That's why the market trend and reverse, trend and correct like that. And then at some point, when the market finally reverse, when they bought from here, they start to close this position. When they close this position, the market drops like a crazy bears, and that is where they close position and the seller selling this market, and all those buy position turn into sell position. This is what's happening now. That's why the market is so crazy at the moment. Okay, so we see that gold turning into a bull market strongly. We see that there's a candle close on gold. Let me look at the oil as well. Okay, so US oil has a very strong rejection again. It's a signal that oil demand is dropping and gold is going up. Okay, we saw that aggressive move on gold. So this is the daily price section on gold, and we see that this is in fact a very strong bullish market. And I think that you can see the gold is now on the daily resistance zone. You see the price is at the top, otherwise open a position. So you see this 15 minutes candle, which is a bullish candle. Okay, what I see that, guys, this market is you can see it's a full body green, and this is what I also mentioned. This market is bullish, so not a good idea at all to sell this market. And I think that, you know, you'll see next week also gold is going up, and I think this market will just, you know, will continue to rise up. Okay, very high probability it might create all-time high. This is the last high, came in 2020 in August. I think it's a pandemic time, and this one was 2022. Okay, so we see that this market is very aggressively bullish. Let me look at Eurodollar and other instruments. Eurodollar, GBP, USD. What's happening? Didn't do anything. Okay, Euro AUD is again preparing for another move down. So this instrument, Euro AUD, GBP AUD, okay, GBP JPY, which is heading to an important level of, this is the neckline. Support here. It's a very crucial level up. See NZDJPY as well. We might see that, yeah, NZDJPY, we can see this is the daily chart. What I think that this market, after testing this daily 20 EMA from this zone, we could see that NZDJPY may have another rejection to the downside. So finally gold, let's come back to it again. Let's see at the last moment if we can find an opportunity on gold. Any movement to the downside on gold will give us an opportunity to buy. Now this price that we have seen on gold, look at the weekly. I see that this market is a strongly bullish market. Look at that GBP. So what I have seen so far is so yen is the strongest. We see dollar yen in all of them. I see that dollar yen is showing a very promising downward price action. You see this narrow candle, narrow doji. Now if dollar yen forming this narrow doji, it is highly likely to happen. If it remains as a doji, I will immediately sell dollar yen today. Okay, we might see that dollar yen sometimes does the way it has done. You can see it's below this level of support, okay, which is a crucial level of support on dollar yen, and with that support, okay, if we extend that level, we can see that this is in the past, this level acted here as a resistance here, support here, support here. Okay, so all those resistance and support on dollar yen, which is highly likely it is testing this level, and what I think that we could see from here a meltdown. And looking at the weekly, we see the dollar yen, you can see it formed in the monthly. From the weekly, we see a head and shoulder here. Okay, if you closely look, you see this is a head and shoulder, and with that head and shoulder, after break of this high, we could see some effort from the seller. Now what I think that if you look at the monthly, you see that destination for dollar yen, highly likely it will come to this support zone on the monthly along this dynamic support. Now if I look at daily, so I always look at the multi time frame is the best way. Now we see that on the daily there is there's a consolidation. This is in fact a trend reversal, and we see from the daily as well there is a head and shoulder which is very clearly visible. So with that head and shoulder formation, we saw this is the daily middleman followed by this doji. The price now dropping down. Now for me, dollar yen, highly likely that it will hit that support zone on the daily. This long wick candle, either it will create a lower high with this or higher low, and then we might see that the price is reversing back. So from the lower time frame, okay, in couple of hours we see that the price is consolidating along this zone. Okay, so if it formed doji like that, I'll be selling dollar yen from here with a tight stop loss with, let's say, 23 pip, 25 pip stop loss, taking at least 3 to 5 times profit target. Dollar yen might, drop from here. Okay, and that's one probability, very high. Let's see how it does. And it looks like that the candle will remain like this as a narrow doji. If it remains as a narrow doji, it's likely to drop. High probability, anything can happen. As I mentioned, that all the things that I'm telling here, guys, is only for educational purpose. I'm wrong many times, so any ideas is just general opinion about me. You need to do your own analysis as well. So with that GJ, okay, and UJ, they're also doing, you can see Eurusdjpy from this 20 EMA, we see a very strong drop, and there is a sell signal along the zone on Eurusdjpy, and I think that that's gonna happen on Eurusdjpy as well. Gbpusd, yeah, the same way. Gbpusd looks a bit more bearish than dollar yen. Dollar yen also we see significantly bearish. So yen looks very promisingly. CHFJPY very strongly bearish. Looks like that yen is very promisingly bearish. Okay, I mean stronger. Yen pairs bearish, where the yen is the buyer, and like selling other currencies against yen is highly likely to happen, including the Aussie yen. So let's look at all the yen pairs. Eurujpy, CADJPY, GBPJPY, NZDJPY, USDJPY. And USDJPY, you can see that it's forming a doji. Okay, and later today, because it's weekend, we might see strong movement. Okay, so let's see how it does. Closing sell, yeah, very good. I use EverTrade. The platform that I use to trade is EverTrade, is our recommended brokerage. They are regulated, and you can use our link to open an account with them to receive 40% welcome bonus if you're in an eligible country. I'm posting a link on the chat as well, guys. If anyone looking for a regulated broker, you can use EverTrade link in the chat. So EverTrade, this is the EverTrade link from us. You can use that you can start with minimum capital, and they are regulated, so your capital will be in a safe hand. Yes, so taking profit also might move the price up. So taking profit means, for example, if you sell position and then you take profit, means that you close positions. So when you close positions, you in fact placing a buy order in the market. Okay, so what do you mean, like what is mean by, let's say you sold a market, you trade in profit. When you take the profit, means that you are selling this and someone else on the other side is buying, right? So when this is buying, that means you are closing, the price is going up. So it's a very simple and clearly understandable logic. So how about GBP JPY? Yeah, AUD CAD, absolutely. Okay, so GBP JPY, I'll be looking at, I looked at already all the yen pairs. Looks like that they're significantly bearish, and if you look at CAD JPY, also bearish. So all the yen pairs, yen are very stronger. And GBP USD, let me look at. So GBP USD, dollar also stronger, but looks like that yen taking all the advantage, okay, because of the safe haven. So yen is very strongly bullish. Dollar is also stronger. If you look at the DXY, you can see that, but it's not that much of strong like yen, because yen is a very aggressive. Now you can see dollar yen is creating that momentum. So safe haven gold and yen is taking most amount of liquidity. Okay, what I see that AUD USD, you can see I've tested this 20 EMA on the daily. From the weekly, after this weekly opening, we have seen that after this weekless candle, AUD USD has gone to weekly resistance level. Now this is the weekly level where we see that the previous support here, which is turning resistance along the zone. And what I think that AUD USD, if you closely look at it, you'll see that this market in the upcoming week, we might see what I think that it will go up to test this level here, which is the previous resistance zone, along with this 20 EMA on the weekly, and next week we might see a drop from here. If I look at daily, highly likely that AUD USD will break this high and then will continue to drop, or even we could see slowly a reversal from here. So all the commodity currencies will remain bearish against yen, dollar, and gold will remain bullish. Looks like that, okay, because of this the fundamental aspect. So you see that now JPY is getting stronger and stronger. GJ also trying to drop. Okay, JP also showing significant movement. So GBP JPY, you can see that there is a very strong breakdown from here, corrected to this level, created a double top here. Okay, this is a double top with a liquidity grab from here, and then we see another impulse. Now GBP JPY might go ahead and test this 20 EMA along with this previous support down resistance, or may not. Even we could see that the market is coming down from here. Okay, which is very likely to happen, and I'll be waiting for a sell opportunity on this one as well. So there is a high probability for all those instruments to continue to drop. Okay, especially I will be really very happy to sell dollar yen or GJ. Okay, so I will be mainly keeping eye on yen pair for selling and gold for buying, but gold is very aggressively bullish now, so there is a lot of momentum in yen pairs. You can see that NZD-JPY as well is forming head and shoulder here, for which is a very high probability for further drop. Okay, yeah, very aggressively bearish. Now US oil, we can see that US oil has a very strong, after you see that this is a liquidity gap, a false breakout to the upside, and then US oil has started its big downtrend. Okay, now with that downtrend, because oil is very sensitive to fundamental, and because there is a probability for that economic recession, oil is drastically dropping now, and because of that you can see prices form a bearish engulfer. Now the price is coming down again, and whenever there is a economic recession, there is a threat to economy, the first thing happen is oil started to drop. And it happened, you can see if you closely look at the past, you see this is 2000, let me show you 2008, when there was a global economic crisis. You see this 2008, there was a bubble. After this bubble, big drop in from $147 to $34, $33. Okay, big drop. Now same kind of thing, you see that this is the weekly chart, big bubble, $128 to now it's now coming down. You can see it has broken this level, and this is a weekly candle. You can see a lonely candle has broken down. If that remains, next week we might see a gap opening, and then probably you could see that there was a negative here during the pandemic, but we could see that the market is now already, it's $66, and it is not impossible to say again it's come back to the $40 mark. So see, from one thing you can look at the other thing. From the way the oil price is dropping, we can say that yen is getting very stronger, dollar getting stronger, gold will remain bullish. I don't recommend to sell gold, guys. You need to understand everything. For short term, if you see little movement down, it doesn't mean that it's changing its trend. Change of trend doesn't occur in just 1 hour or 1 day. It takes time. So gold is bullish. Athena, thank you very much. I have heard many explanation of market manipulation, but I have to say that your explanation is the best, fair and easy to understand. Thanks, no problems. Athena, thank you very much for mentioning that. I try to give my best opinion. That's awesome, thank you. So let's look at, okay, we see the dollar CAD. The dollar CAD is pushing high. That means that CAD-JPY will be drastically bearish. Yeah, so we see that CAD-JPY now coming down. GJ also forming that. Euro-JPY doing the same thing. So we could see in 1 or 2 hours what I need for yen pair. You see all the yen pairs This is 1 hour chart on Eurujpy has formed this reversal here. You see this is a very crucial level now, because this is the level acted here as a resistance here acted as support. So in that resistance and support on Eurujpy, what we need a retest of this level, resistance, support as resistance, and then to give us a nice looking trading opportunity. So UJ also, we want it to go up and test this level, can give us a really nice looking opportunity, and which is like possible still. Or if I see that didn't test here, has given a middleman also, I'll be selling. So next I'll be looking at the yen pairs in the upcoming times to sell any pair against yen. That means that buying yen, selling. So, and also dollar yen. I'll not recommend you guys to sell gold. You can see it's aggressively bullish, and also buy any risky currency like euro or commodity currencies. Okay, I'm just looking at all the instrument to see what's happening in the market. So CAD, weakest looks like is the CAD because of the oil price dropping in among all of them, and the strongest is yen. So CAD JPY could be very strongly bearish. So we might see starting up a big drop on CAD JPY. You can see this is the support level on CAD JPY, which is about to break. Looking at monthly on CAD JPY, we see that this market looks like that preparing for big drop, because this is a long-term uptrending market, change its trend, and this is the monthly candle. We see it's breaking all this support. I think that CAD JPY in this it's coming at least to this support zone. There is a high potential for CAD JPY for selling. Weekly, very strong bearish candle. Daily, we saw that there is a head and shoulder change of trends, consolidation. Now the price is coming down, breaking all this level of support, and highly likely that CAD JPY, if I can enter CAD JPY, I might hold it for a very long time. Okay, this is the 4 hour. We can see there is a big drop, followed by, this is still not closed, but it's look like that it might form a middleman or a narrow candle. I will be selling CAD JPY first thing as soon as I will find an opportunity. Okay, it looks like CAD very weaker. Okay guys, so with that being said, this is weekend. I know that you guys also have a plan, but I until the market open, I'm awake to see the best trading opportunity possible. I'll be looking at the market. Due to the time limit, I might need to end the session, but in the meantime guys, if you want to join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us, you can find a link in the description. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies. As you can see, we do have some very good trades. So far this week we had 4 gold trades, and 3 of them winner, 1 break even, total around 7 trades, that only 1 losing trade and the rest of the webinar you will learn our strategies, how we trade this kind of market, and also have all the trading tools that we have. You can see our this week's return. You can join us, link in the description, and also visit our website to learn our strategy and also to trade with us. Let me know if you have any question in the live chat. I will be able to help you any inquiries. So in the meantime, I'll be releasing weekly Forex forecast tomorrow, and also there will be some educational content coming. So make sure you like this stream, subscribe if you haven't done yet. And this is weekend. I'll try to find, still looking at the market to find the best trade. We do open live trades also in this YouTube live, but I need to see the right entry point, because YouTube live trade and any trade is involve our capital, so best trading opportunity is always expected. So with that said, I'm gonna end this. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon on Monday with the new market opening. I'll try to find the best trade all the time. So thank you, and see you again. Stay well, stay happy, and make sure you manage your risk all the time.